Good evening and welcome to Studio 4 at the Television Centre in Dublin, the location of the EuroSong 98 Grand Final. Now, before we proceed, let me remind you, we're also going out live on Radio 1. Larry Gogan is your host on that network tonight. We are choosing the song to represent us next door, I suppose, in Birmingham in England. That's where the Eurovision Song Contest will be held on Saturday night, the 9th of May. Now, we have 8 finalists picked from hundreds of entries. They're at the mercy of our 10 juries who are scattered up and down the country. Later on, I'll tell you about the location and the makeup of those juries and about the voting procedure. Now, in addition to the honour of representing Ireland at the Eurovision Song Contest, our winner tonight will take home a prize of £1,000 and also the Tom McGrath Perpetual Trophy, which has been sponsored by the Retail Jewellers of Ireland, and they've also provided a replica of that trophy for the winning composer. So let's get on with the business of the night, and Song A is Always Over Now. Jerry Morgan, our first composer, comes from Newry in County Down and is from a very musical family. He's been playing and singing for a number of years, but these days Jerry spends most of his free time in the kitchen because he has installed a mini studio on which he writes and records all his new material. He's been writing songs since the 60s, but took it up again seriously about 5 years ago, and he has had some success, taking first prize in the Song for Nashville competition with his song When I'm Over You. It won him a dream come true, a trip to Nashville, Tennessee. This is Jerry's first time in the EuroSong final. The singer he's chosen for his song is Dawn Martin. She's 21. By profession, she's a hairdresser. She's from Dundalk, and she has a voice that kind of suits her favourite music, which is soul music. So it's Song A is Always Over Now, composed by Jerry Morgan and sung for us by Dawn Martin.
I never thought that it would end. You were the one, my love, my friend. You were my every dream come true. Always you said was me and you. So how can you say it's over now? How can you wave it all goodbye? Always you said this love would be. Always you said was you and me. It's always over now. Does it never last that long? Were the feelings that I've had ever right, or was it wrong? But you promised me the earth, and you only broke my heart. You touched my soul, you touched my life. You always would, you said, but now you won't take it. So
Although our second composer was born in Athboy in County Meath, Niall O'Brien Moran was brought up by the sea in Tramore in County Waterford, where he enjoyed surfing and music in equal measure. There was always music in the house, and an uncle who played piano and guitar was an early inspiration. Niall has travelled extensively. He now lives in England, where he works as a professional musician, performing on the London circuit. Although he's been involved with writing, recording and publishing music for a number of years, this is his first entry into a major song contest. And the song Shine On is performed by two fellas, Bryce Norrie and Paul McNeely. They call themselves partners in crime. They've been together for 8 years. They've had extensive exposure individually and collectively on television north of the border, and both have been involved in Euro entries before. Song B, Shine On, composed by Niall O'Brien Moran and performed now by Partners in Crime.
Standing in her darkened doorway, she looked at me with a child in her eyes, and nowhere to go. Holding on to a worn-out suitcase, run away from a northern town. She's out on the road, and the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. And the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. Never thought I would see an angel until I saw you on that night. A vision divine. Gotta tell you how I feel. There's nothing else that matters to me. Now I found you, and the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. And the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. Now I found heaven, I will never let it go. Paradise in the arms of a hungry man. You are the fire, and your flame will ever burn here in my heart, deep in my soul. By the light of the moon and the stars and the sky shine on you. And the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. And the light of the moon and the stars and the sky shine on you. And the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. And the light of the moon and the stars in the sky, and the stars in the sky shine on you.
Composer number 3, Ray Doherty, comes originally from Derry, but he's been living and working in Dublin for a number of years now. Music has always been a very big part of his life. He bought his first guitar at the age of 17, and he's been writing and singing songs ever since. Ray has played in Las Vegas with Brendan Boyer, and he's toured in France, in Germany and in Spain. He's also appeared on television with Glenn Campbell, and he's won trophies at the Castle Bar and Cavan Song Contests. He's been among the EuroSong finalists twice before, and he's hoping that this year it'll be a case of third time lucky. There is a little story behind this song. In 1978, Helen Jordan was a backing singer for Colin Wilkinson at the Eurovision. The song was Born to Sing. But Helen at the time was 3 months pregnant. And 20 years later, her daughter, the daughter by whom she was pregnant, if you know what I mean, is here as one of 3 backing vocalists for Ray Doherty. So I suppose Linda was quite literally born to sing. Anyway, here it is, Song C, Cold Shoulder, composed and performed by Ray Doherty.
Well, I went to see her last Saturday night. There was an atmosphere that you could have cut for the night. She said, you ain't going nowhere. You think you're gonna walk in here? You ain't going nowhere. I said, baby, I've been working days and working every night, making all this money just to teach you right. I got the cold shoulder. I got the hearts to hurt. She gave me the cold shoulder. Oh, I got the -10 degrees, and that's no lie. When she got down to 10 below, I said, baby, anything but over. The cold shoulder, all right. Well, disconnect the telephone and put out the cat. I won't let this little lady treat me like that. She got a bee in her bonnet. She won't let it fly away. Some of us have it, some do not. But baby, when you got it, when you're hot, you're hot. I got the cold shoulder, all right. I got the hearts for her, but she gave me the cold shoulder. I got the -10 degrees, and that's no lie. When she got down to 10 below, I said, baby, give me anything but over. The cold shoulder. All right, Garrett. Hey. Some do not, but baby, when you got it, when you're hot, you're hot. I got the cold shoulder, all right. I got the hearts for her, but she gave me the cold shoulder. Yes, I got the -10 degrees, and that's no lie. When she got down to 10 below, I said, baby, give me anything. Cold shoulder, yeah. I got the cold shoulder. Woo! Hey, hey.
Our fourth composer, Liam Lawton, comes from Edenderry in County Offaly. Liam has always been involved with music. He first became interested in sacred music during his studies for the priesthood. He's enjoyed considerable success as a composer in recent years, having released 4 albums. And his work has also been recorded by artists such as Clonard's Moya ní Bhréanáin, Nóri ní Rian, Aoife ní Ari, and the Vard Sisters. Liam actually wrote 3 songs for the Vard's album Heavenly, which recently went platinum. He's just returned from a sellout concert tour of the United States, where he played to audiences of more than 25,000. Liam is currently Director of Music at Carlow Cathedral, and this is his first time as a EuroSong finalist. Well, it's not surprising that Liam has chosen as his performers the Vard Sisters. They're from Dublin, Lisa, Kathy and Wendy, and as you've heard, they enjoyed huge success in the last 18 months. The Vard Sisters, by the way, are just back from a promotional trip to Brussels, and they go straight into the studio tomorrow morning to begin recording the follow-up to the album Heavenly. By the way, Liam, the composer of this song, and his brothers Tom and Gay are featured on backing vocals. So here's the song. It's called Shoal, composed by Father Liam Lawton and performed now by the Bards.
Even though I'm not the scout, even though when you look on, even though the creator scout, even though the grass, shore, 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 shore. Even though man great hayden, even though man cloudy gale, even though the growth fading in precious land could you show, show, show.
This is the shed at the end of Des Sheeran's garden. It's also the recording studio where he and his brother Danny write and record a lot of their songs. The Sheerans are a phenomenally musical family. No fewer than 8 of them are currently involved in different bands. Danny and Des are both big fans of country music. Danny's band Rhythm and Lead has appeared on Kenny Live, and Des has worked with Daniel O'Donnell and with Mark Roberts, last year's EuroSong winner. They have entered the competition before, but this is their first time to reach the final. Knowing what you know about Des and Danny now, you won't be surprised to hear that the band they've assembled to perform the song is called Family, because each and every one of the members is from the Sheeran family. The song is called Save This Dance For Me, composed by Des and Danny Sheeran, and performed now by Family.
I've been here watching you. Baby, you move so right. So many men have asked you to dance, looking for love, for a little romance. Save this dance for me till the morning comes. Save this dance for me. You're the only one. That kind of girl would drive a man insane. Just one look make you do anything. I only want what's best, it's true. Girl, I can love you like you want me to. Save this dance for me till the morning comes. Save this dance for me. You're the only one. Since I found you, I have wondered how I got by all alone. Seems the star I wished upon this time must be my own. Save this dance for me till the morning comes. Save this dance for me. You're the only one. You're the only one.
Galway might seem an unlikely place to find Cajun music, but for several years now, our sixth composer, Sean Monaghan, has been playing his own special brand of Cajun music, the length and breadth of the country with the Maumeen Cajun Band. He's also enjoyed considerable success as a composer, winning the Radi and the Gaeltachta Rails competition 3 times and competing in EuroSong 96.
And back again.
Sean lives and works in Tuam, and he describes his song In a Mask as techno-Cajun. He's hoping that the mix of drama and humour will mean EuroSong success second time round. To perform the song, Sean has assembled around him assorted musicians who are based in the west of Ireland in various places, but the one thing they have in common, they all have a flair for Cajun rhythms. So here it is, song F an Tauran os Gaeilge, dar tidal In a Mask. Comthe ag Sean Monaghan agus a chasa níos ag Sean agus a cóide.
Ní sáil ní le fáil ó chrothí díal an chéad láirí mar bheart go bhaile the nuas ón host. As an scéal se lár an sabhra míle mlígad necha sé nar fuair an sergeant scéal ón Gangford Farróg a chuid go hid na siar. Also tá Jackú an láisiú an tána fada féine séir smacht an lí a thuirt chun bíon stach nach íomní orthain sa mí a mí. Roshach and Spaniach and Sassanach and Bacchus Gabby. Let ocean and in the mask eating can that is coaching boy. Shinga Shire lad ocean and noose meher niver crack a moon. Dog Shane Shaw crack him on the hump, but a lot crack the man ye blue.
Composer number 7 is a very familiar figure. Although he's known more as a performer than a composer, Ronan Keating has in fact been writing songs for a couple of years now. Working with Boyzone can be hectic, but Ronan takes time out whenever he can to work on new material.
Just a minute or two. You are my friend, you are my friend, you are my friend. Walk with you till the end. Gotcha. You are my friend, walk with you till the end.
Ronan has chosen 2 young men who share his management stable to sing the song. Ronan is 21, as you know. They're just 22, Stephen and Tony Carter. And their latest wheeze was to star in the panto Mother Goose for a season at the Gaiety Theatre in Dublin. The song is called Make the Change, composed by Ronan Keating and performed now by the Carter twins.
Sometimes life can be a long winding road, and not everybody knows exactly where to go. So maybe this song is a message to you. So let's make a change. We gotta make that change. We can build a future. We can show the old ones where they've come. From where they've come. We can make a difference. We can turn this world around one by one. One by one. Let's all make that change. We can make that change. Don't you know? Don't you know? We can. Let's all make that change. Everybody, you know we're gonna make that change. I'm no Belfast child or no refugee, but my eyes are wide enough to take in all I see. This song is true, a peaceful one, so help me to show you we're all one. We can make a difference. We can turn this world around one by one. One by one. Let's all make that change. We can make that change. Don't you know? Help me to show you we're all one now. Let's all make that change. Everybody, oh yeah, we're gonna make that change. The time is right for people now to stop this fight. Stand together, really try. Hope that people hear our cry. Let's all make that change and make that change. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? We can. Let's all
It was John McCormack who first put Athlone on the musical map, and our final composer, Joe Collins, is hoping to follow in his footsteps. Born in London, Joe now lives in Athlone with her husband Tom, who is also a musician. Together, they've toured Ireland and England with their own band. Although their set contained a lot of traditional stuff, Joe found that the original material she was writing for the band was becoming more and more popular as the strength of her songs began to attract attention. Last year, she signed a recording contract. Her first single is in the shops now, and she'll soon be releasing her first album. That's our final composer, Joe Collins. Our composer Joe is also performing the song herself tonight. She's been given an interesting assignment recently. A woman called Jane Couch. She is a ladies' world boxing champion. She met Joe when they were both on a TV show. And Jane Couch has now commissioned Joe to write the theme music for her grand entrance into the boxing ring. But Joe is here tonight to sing our final song. It's called Overload, composed and performed now by Joe Collins.
Too many roses, too many tears, too many promises disappear. Too many suns setting over the hill, too many wishes unfulfilled. Too much staying up late at night, too much waking in the early light, too much looking back into the past, too much water flowing by too fast. I suppose if you live this way, there has to come a day you go into overload. And I know you can't turn around, but listen, somehow you gotta slow. You got to slow it down. Too many letters fall in the door, too many photographs stuck in the drawer, too many hours spent wondering why, too many reasons to say goodbye, too many waves breaking onto the beach, too much treasure just out of reach, too much searching for what might be, too much pain in a memory. I suppose if you live this way, there has to come a day you go into overload. And I know you can't turn around, but listen, somehow you gotta slow. You got to slow it down. You gotta slow it down.
Oh, that was the last of our 8 EuroSong finalists. Overload, composed and performed by Joe Collins. What do you think? 8 very different songs, 8 very different idioms. Have you made up your own mind which song you think should go to Birmingham to represent us on May the 9th? Well, for the people who make up our jury scattered up and down the country, they have a few minutes in which to make up their minds, and while they do that, we'll take a short break. Welcome back. Well, now we have a real treat for you, a musical treat for you. While our juries are contemplating their choices, I want to welcome back a young man who did us proud last year. He almost won the Eurovision Song Contest for Ireland yet again. I can tell you there were sighs of relief all around Europe when he was just pipped to the post by Katrina and the Waves, because the Céad Míle Fáilte that the delegates get here takes months of recovery when they finally make their way back home. Anyway, since then, he's been working intensively on a brand new album, and we're delighted tonight to launch the first single from that record. He's joined on the stage by the St. Mary of the Angels Gospel Choir. They're based at the Capuchin Friary in Dublin. They supported Celine Dion at Lansdowne Road last year, so some of you may have seen and heard them before. The song is lovely. It's called To Be Loved by You. A big welcome, please, for Mark Roberts.
Love that's worth fighting for. That's what this is. How could a man want more than the warmth of your kiss? No matter how many miles and dreams come between us now, in each step I take, in each prayer I make, this love will live somehow. Let the mountains rise, I will climb them all. When my body's weak, I will not fall, baby, come what may. I'll find a way to get through. There's nothing that I won't do to be loved by you. There will be lonely nights when you whisper my name. No, on those lonely nights I'd be doing the same. Should every star in the sky go out, keep your faith alive. We were meant to be, this is destiny. It cannot be denied. Let the mountains rise, I will climb them all. When my body's weak, I will not fall, baby, come what may. I'll find a way to get through. There's nothing that I won't do to be loved by you. to be loved by you. Then I want to be loved by you. Let the mountains rise when my body's weak. Oh, yeah. Let the mountains rise to be loved by you when my body's weak. Oh, yeah. Let the mountains rise to be loved by you when my body's weak. Oh, yeah. Let the mountains rise to be loved by you.
That's Mark Roberts, accompanied by the St. Mary of the Angels Gospel Choir, and To Be Loved by You. That record will be in your shops tomorrow, and the album will follow shortly. Now, before I tell you about the voting, to help you get involved at home and maybe sort out your own preferences, we're going to have a recap of those 8 songs.
Think that love should last was mistaken on my part, but you promised me the earth, and you only broke my heart.
And the light of the moon, the stars in the sky shine bright. And the light of the moon and the stars in the sky shine on you. I got a horse to her, but she gave me the cold shoulder. Yes, she did. I got the -10 degrees, and that's no lie.
Save this dance for me till the morning comes. Save this dance for me. You're the only one.
Ik kom Frankrijk van jeans en rouge van Spanje van zes en nog een pak is Danny. Laat ook Chanel in the mask even time that is 14
We can make a difference. We can turn this world round one by one, one by one. Let's all make that change. We can make that change.
I suppose if you live this way, there has to come a day you go into overload. And I know
8 very good songs, 8 very different songs. But now let me tell you about the voting and the juries. We have 10 juries up and down the country, from Dingle to Dundalk, from Dublin to Donegal. The juries are all 6-person juries, 3 men, 3 women. They're spread over all the age groups. Now, the juries will vote as follows. They'll give 3 points to their least favourite song, then 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They'll give 10 points to their second favourite song, and then 12 points to the song that they like best of all. So if one song is last all the time, it'll get 3 points from every jury. That means the least a song can get is 10 times 3, 30 points. And if one song is walking away with the whole thing, well, the most it could get is 10 times 12 points, 120 points. So that's the range in which we're operating. We have a scrutineer to make sure the voting goes according to plan, and that is Mary Hogan. I'll be calling in the juries one by one. If a jury fails to respond, I'll be calling in that jury a second time. If at the end of the second call they fail to respond, they'll be moved down to the end of the list, and I'll go back to that jury at the close of play. And in the event of a tie, there's a tie jury, and I will introduce them to you later if their services are required. So now I'd like to say to our juries, stand by, because we'll be going to the voting after this break. Welcome back. Time for the voting, nail-biting time in the green room, but it's down to our 10 juries. Let's go straight away to our Athlone jury. The chairperson there is Tony Allen, half of the hugely successful duo Foster and Allen. Good evening, Tony.
Good evening, Pat.
Things grand in Athlone tonight, I presume.
Everything is hunky-dory down here in Athlone tonight.
Can we have your votes, please?
We can indeed. 3 votes for Song C, Cold Shoulder.
3 votes, Song C, Cold Shoulder.
4 votes, Song F, In a Mask.
4 votes, Song F, In a Mask.
5 votes, Song B, Shine On.
5 votes, Song B, Shine On.
6 votes, Song E, Save This Dance For Me.
6 votes, Song E, Save This Dance For Me.
7 votes, Song D, Shoal.
7 votes, Song D, Shoal.
8 votes for Song H, Overload.
8 votes for Song H, Overload.
10 votes for Song G, Make the Change.
10 votes for Song G, Make the Change.
And 12 votes for Song A, Is Always
And
Over Now.
12 votes for Song A is Always Over Now.
And that concludes the votes from Athlone, Pat.
Thank you very much, Tony. No point in looking for a pattern yet in the voting. We'll go to jury number 2 in Cork. The spokesperson there is Stephen Pearce, maker of the world-famous Stephen Pearce ranges of pottery. Stephen, good evening.
Good evening, Pat.
How are things in Cork with you this evening?
Oh, it's been very exciting down here. We actually had to go to a vote in the people to sort out 2 of the numbers.
Oh, all right. You better give us your verdict then from Cork.
Okay, here are the votes. 3 for Song F, In a Mask.
3 points for Song F, In a Mask.
4 votes for Song C, Cold Shoulder.
4 votes, Song C, Cold Shoulder.
5 votes, Song E, Save This Dance For Me.
5 votes, Song E, Save This Dance For Me.
6 votes for Song B, Shine On.
6 votes, Song B, Shine On.
7 votes for Song H, Overload.
7 votes, Song H, Overload.
8 votes for Song D, Shoal.
8 votes, Song D, Shoal.
10 votes, Song G, Make the Change.
10 votes, Song G, Make the Change.
And finally, or primarily, 12 votes for Song A, Is All Over Now.
And 12 votes, Song A is Always Over Now.
And that concludes the vote from Cork, jury.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Stephen. Interesting voting there for the 10s and 12s, identical in the case of the first 2 juries. See if it's a pattern. We go to Dingle now. My old pal, Maura DeBarra, who worked with RT Radio and Television for, I think 18 years before heading back to her native Dingle. She runs a pub and a restaurant down there with her husband, Pat. Good evening, Maura.
Good evening to you, Pat. Nice to see you, and we're enjoying the show very much.
Excellent.
So we'll go ahead now with the vote of the Dingle jury.
Fine.
We have 3 votes for Song C, Cold Shoulder.
3 votes, Song C, Cold Shoulder.
4 votes for Song F, In a Mask.
4 votes, Song F, In a Mask.
5 votes for Song E, Save This Dance For Me.
5 votes, Song E, Save This Dance For Me.
6 votes for Song B, Shine On.
6 votes, Song B, Shine On.
7 votes for Song G, Make the Change.
7 votes, Song G, Make the Change.
8 votes for Song H, Overload.
8 votes, Song H, Overload.
10 votes for Song A, Is Always Over Now.
10 votes, Song A, Is Always Over Now.
And 12 votes for Song D, Shoal.
12 votes for Song D, Shoal.
And that concludes the vote from the Dingle jury.
Well, I think we'll just have a look at the ranking order now, just to see how the points are going. Is Always Over Now at 34. Shoal in second place, joint second place with Make the Change on 27. And Overload, Joe Collins, at 23 points. And we move on to jury Number 4, based here in Dublin, the spokesperson is co-presented with Pop Scene, the new music magazine programme on RT. Roisin Sachs, good evening.
Diagat Bahat Kanisthe,
Táime go Hanawag stu féin.
Gahanawar Fad Garmila Magat.
Would you like to give us your votes?
Indeed, I would. Should the Roisin Sachs in Lochlia, should vote the Blochlia. 3 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
3 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
4 votes, song E, Save This Dance for Me.
4 votes, song E, Save This Dance From Me.
5 votes, song F, In a Mask.
5 votes, song F, In a Mask.
6 votes, song B, Shine On.
6 votes, song B, Shine On.
7 votes, song G, Make the Change.
7 votes, song G, Make the Change.
8 votes, song D, Shoal.
8 votes, song D, Shoal.
10 votes, song H, Overload.
10 votes, song H, Overload.
And 12 votes, song A is Always Over Now.
And 12 votes, song A is Always Over Now.
Shindara Votho Gure Glocklia.
Thank you very much, Roisin. On to jury number 5, based in Dundalk. The spokesperson there is Josie Kieran. Josie, by the way, is joining the Himalayan Kingdoms expedition setting out this March to climb Mount Everest. Good evening, Josie.
Hello, Pat.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Are you fit for your climb yet?
I think just about fit, Pat, yes.
All right. Give us your votes, please.
This is Josie Kieran in Dundalk, and here is the Dundalk vote. 3 votes, song F, In a Mask.
3 votes, song F, In a Mask.
4 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
4 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
5 votes, song G, Make the Change.
5 votes, song G, Make the Change.
6 votes, song B, Shine On.
6 votes, song B, Shine On.
7 votes, song A, Is Always Over Now.
7 votes, song A, Is Always Over Now.
8 votes, song E, Save This Dance for Me.
8 votes, song E, Save This Dance For Me.
10 votes, song D, Shoal.
10 votes, song D, Shoal.
And 12 votes, song H, Overload.
And 12 votes, song H, Overload.
That concludes the vote from the Dundalk jury.
Thank you very much indeed, Josie. I think we'll have a look at the ranking order now after 5 juries have given us their verdicts. Is Always Over Now, 53 points. Shoal on 45 with Overload on 45. Make the Change at 39, and then Shine On 10 points below that. Only halfway, a lot of votes to come in. So we go to jury number 6 in Galway. Spokesperson there is the applications officer with the Irish Film Board, Paddy Hayes. Good evening.
Banach the O'Neill here, Pat.
Good evening, Margaret. Can we have your votes, please?
Certainly. This is Paddy Hayes in Galway, and here is the Galway vote. 3 votes for song H, Overload.
3 votes, song H, Overload.
4 votes for song E, Save This Dance for Me.
4 votes, song E, Save This Dance For Me.
5 votes for song C, Cold Shoulder.
5 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
6 votes for song G, Make the Change.
6 votes, song G, Make the Change.
7 votes for song B, Shine On.
7 votes, song B, Shine On.
8 votes for song D, Shoal.
8 votes for song D, Shoal.
10 votes for song A, Is Always Over Now.
10 votes for song A, Is Always Over Now.
And 12 votes for song F, In a Mask.
12 votes for song F, In a Mask.
This concludes the vote from the Galway jury. Ihawa O'Gallagher.
Why am I so surprised at that 12 votes? I just didn't. Galway. Anyway, we'll move on to jury number 7. Seamus Hennessy, columnist and reporter with the Limerick edition of the Evening Echo. Seamus, good evening.
Hello, Pat. This is Seamus Hennessy in Limerick, and here is the Limerick vote. 3 votes, song F, In a Mask.
3 votes, song F, In a Mask.
4 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
4 votes, song C, Cold Shoulder.
5 votes, song D, Shoal.
5 votes, song D, Shoal.
6 votes, song G, Make the Change.
6 votes, song G, Make the Change.
7 votes, song B, Shine On.
7 votes, song B, Shine On.
And 8 votes, song E, Save This Dance for Me.
8 votes, song E, Save This Dance For Me.
10 votes, song H, Overload.
10 votes, song H, Overload.
And 12 votes, song A, Is Always Over Now.
And 12 votes, song A, Is Always Over Now.
And that concludes the vote from the Limerick jury.
Thank you very much, Seamus. And I think we should have a look at the ranking order again and see how things are going now. Is Always Over Now at 75. Shoal and Overload at 58. quite a deficit there to be made up. Make the change on 51. Have we got a result? Not quite. Let's move on to jury number 8 in Donegal. We're going to Moville to meet the contest director of the Moville Inishowen Irish Whiskey Song Contest, Eamon McLaughlin. Good evening, Eamon.
Good evening, Pat.
May we have your votes, please?
Okay, this is Eamon McLaughlin here in McNamara's Hotel, Moville, and the Inishowen Peninsula. Here is a Moville vote. 3 votes, song F in a mask.
3 votes, song F in a mask.
4 votes, song C, cold shoulder.
4 votes, song C, cold shoulder.
5 votes, song B, shine on.
5 votes, song B, shine on.
6 votes, song A, is always over now.
6 votes, song A is always over now.
7 votes, song H, overload.
7 votes, song H, overload.
8 votes, song E, save this dance for me.
8 votes, song E, save this dance for me.
10 votes, song G, make the change.
10 votes, song G, make the change.
12 votes, song D, shawl.
12 votes, song D, show.
And that concludes the vote from McNamara's Hotel, Moville, and the Inishowen Peninsula.
All right, we'll yet again look at the ranking order because we just have 2 juries to go, and you can start doing your sums straight away. Just 11 points in it with 2 juries to go between Shoal and Is Always Over Now, Overload at 65, and Make the Change at 61. The difference between the top and the bottom vote in each case is 9, 12 versus 3, so 18 points to play with here as we go to jury number 9, our second last jury. Based in Sligo, we're going to the spokesperson there, publicity manager with the Hawkswell Theatre, Avril Dooher. Avril, good evening.
Good evening, Pat, from the Sligo jury. This is Avril Dooher, and here is the Sligo vote. 3 votes for song F in a mask.
3 votes, song F in a mask.
4 votes for song C, cold shoulder.
4 votes, song C, cold shoulder.
5 votes for song E, save this dance for me.
5 votes, song E, save this dance for me.
6 votes for song G, make the change.
6 votes, song G, make the change.
7 votes for song B, shine on.
7 votes, song B, shine on.
8 votes for song A, is always over now.
8 votes, song A, is always over now.
10 votes for song D, shoal.
10 votes for song D, shoal.
And finally, Pat, 12 votes for song H, overload.
12 votes for song H, overload. Well, it's technically possible if we look at our ranking order to predict perhaps a tie if certain things happen. 9 points between song A and song D, because if one gets 12 and the other gets 3, they could be level. So let's go to our final jury in Waterford. The spokesperson is one of our own, journalist with RT in Waterford, Helen McInerney. Good evening, Helen.
Good evening, Pat, from a very lively Waterford jury.
Off you go.
This is Helen McInerney in the Waterford studio, and here is the Waterford vote. 3 votes, song F in a mask.
3 votes, song F in a mask.
4 votes, song E, save this dance for me.
4 votes, song E, save this dance for me.
5 votes, song C, cold shoulder.
5 votes, song C, cold shoulder.
6 votes, song A, is always over now.
6 votes, song A, is always over now.
7 votes, song H, overload.
7 votes, song H, overload.
8 votes, song B, shine on.
8 votes, song B, shine on.
10 votes, song G, make the change.
10 votes, song G, make the change.
12 votes, song D, shoal.
And 12 votes, song D, shoal.
And that concludes the vote.
Thank you very much, Helen, and a very good night to you. Looking at the ranking order, in first place is Always Over Now, just 3 points behind Shoal. In next place, 84 points, Overload. Then Make the Change on 77, Shine on 63, Save This Dance For Me 57, In a Mask 43, and Cold Shoulder on 39. But we do have a winner. The very first song we heard tonight is Always Over Now, sung by Dawn Martin, composed by Jerry Morgan. And here they are making their way from the green room. Jerry, congratulations. Congratulations. Were you totally taken by surprise here?
I'm humbled, actually.
Humbled. Who did you think? What was your favourite? Outside of your own song, of course.
I really like the Sharon song, quite honestly.
Right. Des and Danny.
Yeah. I liked a lot of them, but I particularly like Danny's song.
Tell us how long you've been at this songwriting game.
Approximately just about 5 years now, really, sort of full time. I can't talk, sorry.
He's in bits, actually, he is. You're in shock at the moment.
Yeah. I just want to say hello, Mummy, and happy birthday. She's 90 years old today. Happy birthday, Mother. And that's a good present.
When you decided to enter this, have you entered before, by the way?
Once before, yeah.
How did you do? Did you figure at all?
No, they sent me a nice letter of rejection.
How many songs do you think you've written in your lifetime?
Serious songs, I suppose, about around 20, 25, maybe. Around that. Just approximately that, yeah. I'm not very good under you, am I?
No, it's perfectly fine. You're in shock at the moment. If I gave you a cheque for £1,000, that might cheer you up a bit, would it?
But I can pay the credit union off.
And this is
the Charlie McGreevy.
And this is the magnificent trophy, sponsored by the Retail Jewellers of Ireland. This is the perpetual trophy here, and this you will have on your mantelpiece for the year. Then you must bring it back and give it to us for next year's competition. But you'll also have a permanent replica of this trophy, which you can keep on your mantelpiece forever and forever.
That'll be a wonderful thing.
Yes. I better let you get over the shock. Congratulations,
Thank you very
Jerry.
much, Pat.
Absolutely, congratulations.
You say happy birthday to my mother, will you? You say it.
I say, what's her name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen. From me to you, a very, very happy birthday.
90 years old.
90 years of age. Happy birthday. And a great song here. All right, let's leave you. Let's leave you with a reprise of the song. It's always over now. This is its composer, Jerry Morgan. And will you give a great Studio 4 round of applause to the artists who are going to represent us in Birmingham on the 9th of May at the Eurovision Song Contest. Dawn Martin.
I never thought that it would end. You were the one, my love, my friend. You were my every dream come true. Always you said was me and you. So how can you say it's over now? How can you wave it all goodbye? Always you said this love would be. Always you said was you and me. It's always over now. Does it never last that long? Were the feelings that I've had ever right, or was it wrong? Love should last was mistaken on my part, but you promised me the earth, and you only broke my heart. You touched my soul, you touched my life, you always would, you said. you promised me